Got it. Hi. No stream is complete without technical difficulties, of course. But hi, I'm Victoria. I'm the community manager for KitFox Games, and I'm with Marcel.
Hi.
Come in. He is our programmer. He's Scientist Sloth, and he's the one who made our awesome Twitch canvas, which you guys have played around with and seen.
Thank you so much for using the canvas.
By the way, thank you so much.
I love your creations.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Dread. You know, I can't pronounce any name, but Mr. Dread, you can't hear us now, and it does feel good. And hi, Bacon Vision.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm glad you're bacon.
Yeah.
And yes, you are me. Or you're you. Anyways, you guys, I'm sorry, this is totally on a tangent and not related to anything, but allergy season is so real. I woke up today and my eyes were sealed shut because they were so swollen from pollen. Oh, it was hard.
I'm just so glad that it's warm.
I know. It's finally really warm here in Montreal. If you guys don't know, we have the worst winters.
Yeah. And it's so strange because in a period of 1 week, it goes from like winter to summer, and now it's summer. It's great.
So glad. Thank goodness. And yeah, so today we're going to talk, obviously, about how we made the Twitch canvas. Get Benadryl to sponsor you. I wish. Send out an email to Benadryl and be like, hey, we need to talk about this. But yeah, so basically we've had a lot of questions about how we've really made the canvas, I suppose. We really want to let you guys know how we made it.
Yeah.
Because we like our Twitch stuffs.
So I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different stream today. I don't know if you guys are into programming or not, but I'm gonna show a little bit like how it was to make the Twitch canvas and how easy it is, and I'll show you some code and we'll implement a new functionality together. So we'll add something to the canvas together today.
It's kind of like Bob Ross paints, but Marcelo programs. There's no such thing as a mistake. There's no such thing. Something about happy little mistakes.
Sure.
No, how did you say Bob Ross? Come on, he says that.
I don't know.
New functionality feels amazing, man. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys, yes, only happy accidents.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Will you paint a nice winter scene then? No. You guys can paint it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you guys are so much better than us.
Yeah, if you guys, we took it off, but if you guys weren't in the canvas before, because it runs basically like all week long, we had 2 Pepes, we had 2 KitFox logos, a huge earthworm gem.
Yeah, that was so cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Unity logos, and then
Illuminati pizza.
Illuminati pizza, very important, obviously. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions at any time during the stream for Marcelo about how he made it, about I guess ideas or anything, feel free to throw them in chat. I'm watching it. So yeah, Marcelo.
Cool. So as we've said before, the app or the Twitch app was made in Unity, which is the engine that we use here at KitFox mostly. It was super easy to do actually, because a lot of the hassle of handling things is done by Twitch. So Twitch, like it already has a limitation of the amount of messages that it can receive. It has like all the relaying of the video and everything is the servers. Everything is handled by Twitch. So it's actually not that hard to make an application like this.
No, it's very difficult, and Marcelo's a genius.
No, I think it's super interesting, and I think in the future we're gonna see more games like this that are played exclusively on Twitch. But it's just still hard to think of a way to make money on it. So that's why there aren't actually many games that are using Twitch
It's true, I think.
as a main platform. Right. So how do we do that? First of all, I'm here in Unity, and I just wanted to show you guys that I used one plugin that I will post a link on chat, or maybe
Oh,
not.
I can do it.
Yeah, I'll try. If you guys want to use it, it's called Twitch Plays. It costs $2, and I actually tried to experiment a little bit with a few assets that would help me connect to Twitch. So this asset, it's super easy. All it does is it logs into the chat, so it can see what is being typed on chat, and that is all it does. And so with this, it's already enough for me to read the messages and then do whatever I want with them.
Yeah, I threw it in chat if you guys are interested. I made a game based on the same system. Everybody was able to move his player and pick up objects, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, we've thought about this. There's so many challenges in making Twitch games because like you have to like think of if there's not enough people, what's gonna happen? If there's too many people, then they're just like competing to do something. What's gonna happen with that? So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider with this. I think, a classic example of it is Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a mess. That was just a hot mess. But it was fun. It was an interesting experiment. And when we first started doing this, we were definitely nervous that we wouldn't have anyone painting at all.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for painting at it. Yeah, and then it just really took off from there, I guess. It was pretty successful. Our first canvas was our Shrouded Isle palette. So that's the game that's coming out soon from us. Wishlist on Steam. And it just had 3 colors, and then for this one, the Super Metroid palette has 5 colors. It's pretty great, guys. Right.
So, once you use that plugin, you put it on Unity and you set it up. There's a little bit of setting up because you have to authorize the user that's going to use the chat, or it's more like who the app is going to be in chat. So we use KidFox Games login account, and then you have to authorize it and put that info in the plugin. Then you configure to what messages the program is going to listen to. So we have here, I'm going to show you guys, right now it listens to 3 commands. One of them is the paint command, which is this one here. The other is the line command, which is this one here, and the other one is the shell. So this will call specific functions in my program. So I made this other class, which is called Twitch Image Panel here, and I just hook them up. So whenever it sees exclamation point P, it will call the function paint pixel. When it finds line, it will call paint line, and when it finds this, it will call show cursor.
Ooh, wait, we got a little glitch happening. We got 2 of those screens coming up.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Cool. So I'm just going to show you guys what those functions do. So I'm going to switch to the...
You still hear us, you guys? Yeah, you can. You're fine. We'll be gotta put. Yeah. Anyways, all right, guys. Don't worry about it. Little technical difficulties, as they happen.
No, it's the other one. It's the model.
Aha. Boop.
Okay.
Move it down. Okay. Hey!
Sorry. Anyway. Alright, we're back. So, for example, the most simple command is the paint pixel. So this function here will be called. And then I will do a series of checks to see if you guys typed the correct stuff. So I will just check like if there's 3 arguments in the command, because it's supposed to be p and then 2 other numbers, which are the coordinates. Oh, sorry, 4 arguments, right? Yes. So I eliminate the p, and then it has to be the 3 others have to be the valid arguments, which are color, x, and y. So the first one is I try to get the color here. And then I built a function for that specifically that will just try to find a color, mostly because it's used in other places also, so it's easier to have a function for that. Then I try to figure out what is the x and y that you guys typed in, and if it's not able to find any numbers in there, it will just fail. By the way, like if the command fails, it just doesn't say anything, because if lots of people would flood the chat with invalid commands, like, and if we were to post something on chat every time somebody messes up, it wouldn't work. Right, so it just tries to find a number in those things, and then it checks if it's in the bounds of the image, because you might just put like 500 and try to paint something that's not there. And then I set the pixel on the texture and create a super cool particle effect. Yeah. So yeah, basically that's the gist of how you paint a pixel. For the colors, I created an object here. Actually, I have 5 colors right now. So if I were to add a new color, I would just add another color. Oh shit! I forgot. This doesn't work this way. Hold on, just a second. Yes.
We're all learning.
Yeah. So the colors are here. So I have 5 colors here.
Hi, Super Boximus. Sorry, interrupted you.
It's okay. So if I wanted to add a new color here, I would just open this script here, which I click it twice. Oh, and so I would add a 6th color here, and then set it up on Unity. I don't know, with, let's say, purple.
Yeah, purple. Magenta? I don't know.
There you go. And then I would go, oh, yes, what?
Onto the script.
Yeah.
Why don't you use an array or list?
I could, but yeah, maybe I could.
Nice point, Mr. Dreed. You got Marcella.
Yeah, so here's an observation. I had very limited time to create this app.
That is true.
So because it was not going to make any money. No, I'm kidding. We're not always thinking of money as a first objective, but I just had little time. So yes, I'm kind of ashamed sometimes to show my code because it is not the best.
Yeah, to be fair to Marcelo, we did give him like a very limited amount of time. His time is very valuable to us, so we needed him on other things, but we also really wanted to do this Twitch canvas for everyone.
Yeah. So I could make an array. It wouldn't change very much, except that it would just change a little bit the way that I validate if the color is valid or not, which I do. So yeah, so an example here, I would have to go back. Oh yeah, shit, I've changed. So let's just go to the verifying, because
Super Voxmas. It's going well. How are you doing? And I don't like lists, but arrays are fun.
So here I check if the string. So for instance, if I had an array here, I would have to convert this number of the color to an actual integer, and then try to access the array with that integer. Whereas here I just do a comparison, a string comparison. So for instance, if I wanted to validate that color, I would add here color 6, and then when I did this, color 6 is available. If it was not here, it would just, like, every time somebody puts an invalid color, it just fails silently, doesn't say anything, and it will fail, because if I don't find a valid color here, it will just return black, and then I have a check for after the get color. Like, if the color is black, just forget the command and ignore it.
Nice. We have a little mini debate about lists or arrays. Do you have a preference? Super Voxmas, at least if Unity gave their lists same function names as arrays, it wouldn't be too bad. Mr. G, lists are easier, dynamic size, etc.
Same function names? What do you mean by that?
I think.
Oh, dynamic. Yeah. I personally prefer lists too, just because it's more user friendly. It's I know that there are caveats to that, but I really like lists. That's true. Dynamic size is more convenient. Exactly. That's what I like about it. And also, like, it feels like it's less prone to error, because arrays are just, yeah. I mean, if you mess up the access of the array, it will just throw an exception like that. So I don't know. I like with list better. Cool. So I think we're ready to start adding some new functionality. I mean, I could show you guys the other things, but they're mostly following what the set pixel does. Oh shit. Yeah, they're mostly following what the set pixel does, which is like verify the bounds, verify the command, verify the color, verify the command is perfectly written, and then apply it to the texture. That's basically what Twitch Canvas does. It doesn't do anything else.
It really doesn't, but honestly, you guys, if you have been on since we started Twitch Canvas last Thursday, this thing has been like running for hours, like 72 hours straight. And sometimes it'll crash, which honestly not surprising for something that's running 72 hours straight.
Yeah, I still have to figure out like safety measures, like when it crashes for it to try to get back up again by itself, because we've had it crash like 1 or 2 times, and yeah, like the first weekend that we left it, I had to actually come to the office.
Can we talk about how dedicated Marcelo was to the Twitch Canvas? Because he came in on a weekend and he lives like 40 minutes away. He comes in just so he can restart the program and then goes home.
I think I got a coffee on the way just to make it work.
Okay. I'm glad you did something. I felt so bad.
No, it was fine. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add something that is very similar to the paint line, but it's actually gonna, it's actually going to paint a block of pixels.
A block?
Yes.
What? Amazing.
So like if you say pixel, starting pixel and ending pixel, like you do with the line, instead of drawing a line from the starting pixel to the end pixel, it will draw a block, like a squared block between those 2 pixels.
Cool, let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah. We had some people who like would type in, like, I know some of you make bots and like wrote scripts for it, but we had some people who were literally just typing it out, each pixel, like by each pixel. It was amazing. Alright. Also, if you guys didn't notice, we are now Twitch affiliates, and that's super exciting for us.
Yeah.
And thank you to Mr. Peanut1028 for the kappa and the 5 bits.
Cool. So the first thing we have to do is, let me just check here, is we have to add the command that the app is going to listen to. So let's call it block. So we're going to increase let me just, I don't know how it looks here.
Let's move. We can move our faces, maybe. No,
Oh
just
yeah, move the
us.
faces.
So here. I wonder where the best part would be. I think here, down here.
No, because of the code. Let's just put it. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be awkwardly hanging out right here, you guys.
Hi, we're hanging out. Anyway.
Copy and paste the drawline method and add 2 for loops. Kappa. Done. We're gonna do something else.
Oh my god, that's one way of thinking about it, but so for that to work exactly how the program is structured right now, I would have to create strings for line commands and then send those line commands manually. But well, something happened there.
Yeah, that's just.
It's a little lost connection. But yeah, that I don't think that's cool. Let's just make a new function as if it was something completely different. I mean, but I appreciate the effort to reuse code.
Let's do it. All right.
So we're gonna increase the size to 4, and then instead of show, it's gonna be called block. It's gonna be block, and I have to create a new function here. So I'll have to come here.
I'm gonna confess to you guys that I'm not a programmer. This is like magic. Everything he does, I'm like, wow. Also, yeah, people who build scripts, also magic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do something that is very bad and that you should not do when you're programming, okay? But since we don't have much time, I cannot restructure my program right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna copy part of the line just because it already does a lot of checks for many things. Actually, yeah, it's almost the whole thing. So I'm just gonna copy it.
Tanya, don't break the law during the stream, Marcelo. I want the canvas back. I want to draw Bob Ross. You'll get the canvas back.
Very soon.
Very soon. Don't even worry about it. We'll also, if you guys don't know, we'll also have a new color palette every Tuesday. So you get to play around with some new colors, and it'll be super exciting for that. New themes. Still figuring out the themes, but got it. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Are we breaking the law still? Crimes? Crimes everywhere?
So the part that we have to change is actually this one where it decides which pixel it has to draw for the line. We're just going to iterate from the start pixel to the end pixel forever. I don't even think this is going to be useful. I think this is going to be like for... Yeah, I don't know how much I should describe what I'm doing right now. I don't know if you guys understand.
Look, I assume that it's all programmers, or almost all programmers watching.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's like.
Hello, Hello, Rift Blade. Sorry, I butchered your name, but hey. And yes, this is Marcelo. This is the person with Victoria. He is our programmer at Kitbox, and he is showing us how to make the Twitch canvas. Thanks for tuning in. It's exciting to see you again. Woo. Oh, what's happening here?
Where?
I don't know, I'm just watching you.
Oh, okay. I think I'm just gonna...
It's okay, Super Boximus. I'm glad you gave your dog some food. It's very important to feed your dog. It is. I want a dog, actually. Do you have any pets?
I do. I have 2 cats at home.
You have 2 cats?
Yeah.
I thought you only had 1.
No, I have 2 cats. And they fight.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh, that's not good then. How do you make your cats unfight?
No, they just, I mean, they start like playing, and then at some point it gets rough.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But like they've scratched each other really bad.
Well.
Oh my god, what is this? This is not my computer, so it's like breaking the formatting in a way that I don't like. But anyway.
You know, programming struggles, honestly.
It's really hard to program like while thinking or talking.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Last week I couldn't figure out a puzzle. So we were playing a puzzle game last week on stream, and I had the programmer with me, and he was telling me all the hints and how to do the puzzles. But I was trying to talk and do the puzzle at the same time, and I could not understand him. So I was just like, I'm struggling here. Mr. Dreed says something that I actually can't understand.
Yes, yeah, I'm just not going to use current X and current Y. It's not going to be able to, I mean, it was that on the other loop, but it's not important anymore. It's just because the line works in a different way, where I have to reset the starting point for the line every loop, and here I don't, because I'm going to draw every single pixel.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what you guys use, but I've mainly only seen Unity, honestly, which is weird.
You mean like engine?
Like, yeah, as an engine.
Yeah, so right now there's a lot of indie companies that use Unity, just because it allows you to prototype faster is one thing. It also is the engine of choice for 2D games, and usually indies, like I mean, making a 3D game is a bigger endeavor. Like 3D artists love Unreal.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
I've
heard that.
Yeah, because Unity isn't, I don't know, like I actually don't. I can't really talk about that because like I've never done 3D art or 3D programming in terms of art, I mean, like shaders and stuff. So let me just check if this is working. So,
Some live thought process right now, guys.
This is wrong. So what I'm supposed to do here is I'm gonna iterate on X and Y with I and J, okay, from beginning to end, and then just paint. Probably, maybe that works. I don't know.
No,
if you guys spot any errors in my code, please tell me. I'm like so not concentrated right now. So
line 278, you missed to switch an I to J.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's probably less than and equal instead of just less than, but we'll try like this and we'll see.
Mafia Dude One says the second for loop is going to get stuck. Where is that?
Why? Because no, but I wasn't incrementing J, but now I am.
We can always test it, and we can see.
Yeah, so I can see already one problem that's gonna happen for sure.
Oh, he's saying the second loop is gonna get stuck because of mystery. Can you add a line of code to automatically draw bacon and whisper me the command for it?
I'm sure I think it's Mr. Dreed who made a bot.
Yeah.
So maybe we can integrate his bot with an automatic image of a bacon.
Ooh.
And have a special command for you.
Yes, just for you, Riftblade. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Ah.
Thank you for pointing that out. All right, let's test it, see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, while we were doing the canvas, it was basically live testing with Twitch. Can we check if this is up here? Yeah, I think we might need it. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so we're gonna live test it.
Yes, so feel free to type in the commands in chat. I'll shrink us, so we're just gonna be up here. Hello. And yeah, feel free to test it, and if it's broken,
Just
It
try
might
it,
be.
like block,
Block.
color,
2.
starting point, and then ending point. Like,
I need to start. Okay.
just say like 20, 20, 30, 30.
Okay. Yes. Let's see. All right. I'm not that good of a developer, so I compensate by making narcissistic Instagram posts and cool mono-developed theme that looks like the Matrix. It's okay. I'm sure you'll become a great developer, and honestly, practice makes perfect. And Instagram, if you gotta show it off, show it off. Be proud of your work. Did the block work?
Oh,
And I don't
the
know.
block did not work. I will show you why. It's because we had to create the method for the block call, but we didn't actually go back and set it to the block command. So we're gonna do that now. It is here.
My internet is being weird. Stream having issues buffering 160p. Aw, that's the worst. I don't know how you lived life before like at least 720p.
All right, let's try again. Because now I set it here. So whenever it sees the block command, it will actually call paint block. Let's see what happens.
Let's try again. Alright, guys. Boop.
Yay! It worked!
Yes! So exciting!
Yeah!
Ah, awesome.
New functionality! Woo! So you guys can troll if you want, because this is not going to ruin the other canvas. However, I can see that there's an error in my code already. And I'll show it to you. Let's change it to the other window.
Oh, no.
So the problem is that it also happened with the line at some point, is that I'm only checking if the sizes are increasing. So like if you type a X and Y that actually shrinks, for instance 3030 to 2020, it should not work.
The editor theme is killing me. We need dark theme.
I'm sorry, this is not my computer.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
On my computer it's dark, if that comforts you.
This is a temporary, so we basically have a computer dedicated for streaming, so this is our streaming computer, and it's unfortunately dark. I mean, white.
It's gray, yeah.
Very bright.
So let's try doing it backwards, because we had that problem with the line. Let's see if it will break. Block.
Typing it
in.
Also, our excitement when we actually have new things. This is exactly how our reactions were when we could do a line. Let's move us a little bit. So move us out of the canvas.
Yeah, so it didn't work as expected.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Marcel. Yeah, so it's not working.
I don't know why Mr. Dreid's block didn't work, for instance, because it should have.
Cool color block hype. Yeah, it's not.
Anyway, so the problem is that, oh yeah, let's change back to the other window. The problem is that I'm actually just checking like if the X and Y are growing. If they're not growing, for instance, like if I start on a higher number and I go to a lower number, it will not work. Let me just find it because I'm lost here. Paint line, paint block. Cool.
Here, took Oblivion as a template and made a new template with darker background and green font. Yeah, I think I've heard of that too. In my life, really. Oh! Did we freeze?
Sorry, we froze a little bit. So let's try to fix that. What I'm gonna try to do is I still wanted to iterate the way that it is iterating. So what I'm gonna try to do is invert the start destination if they're lower. How are we gonna do that?
Did we freeze again? Oh, we're good.
I think there is like suffering.
Struggle a little bit.
It's really like freezing the stream.
No.
I'm just gonna stop this. Maybe it's this.
Ooh.
Completely froze.
Oops. It's on our end. Oh, we're here. Oh.
No, I have to close. I have to close Unity because it cracked. It's like.
Are we back?
Hi.
Let's see. It's all good till fun times.
Are we back?
Oh gosh.
Okay, I think we're back.
Oh, we're back. Yeah, we're back.
So I think it was Unity who made the computer really unhappy. So we're gonna open Unity later. Let's just edit the code first. All right. So. Yeah. So we're gonna invert x, the x and the y if they're lower. So you can talk if you want because it's gonna take a little bit of time.
That's all I'm here for, guys. I'm here to spiel out words when Marcella is busy typing end pixel x. I need to really, like, honestly, guys, I'm gonna slowly start learning programming, but I feel like there's just so many things to learn. I did download Twine, which is obviously super beginning, not even coding, kind of, but...
Yeah, but you can make cool stuff with
yeah,
Twine.
I think Twine is still like an awesome little system. And if you guys don't know, I think in June there's a number of game jams going on. There's a love one, I love you jam or something. Might be doing that. Just a weird life update for all of you who are not interested in that.
No, I think jams are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You learn so much by jamming. Like you do, yeah. It's like you don't even imagine how much you're gonna learn without jamming. Like I recommend jamming for everyone. Like if you're into game development, like you should jam at least like 2 or 3 times because you will learn a lot. Even if you don't have a game in the end, which happens, like. It's fine. Like you learned about scoping, you learned about, you know, organizing yourself, you learned about how to make a project happen in super restricted amount of time. So it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. The CS50X courses from Harvard are a really good place to start. Thank you, Mafia Dude. I will check it out when I have time, and aka not during the stream. I was almost going to do that, but I was like, shouldn't do that. And yeah, the link to the jam is up in chat if you guys want to check that out. Yeah, I think Marcella actually, when he first started in Kitfox, did a big game jam with us.
Yeah.
As his like initial
So I started working at GitFox, and 1 week later, we went to a 3-day jam in a chalet somewhere. And like I was super nervous because it's like, you know, I was like trying to fit in still, and like we had to like, I wanted to make a good impression. Yeah, it was kind of stressful, but in the end, like, it was easy. Like, it worked out so well.
Yeah, nothing like a 3-day game jam to really get to know your coworkers.
I guess, yeah. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. You're still here, so we obviously.
No, it actually, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, yeah. And we won the jam. That was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what game was that? What game?
It was the Pathmark Taken.
Oh yeah.
The one that you walk around a park. That jam was so random. Oh my god.
You guys, wait. I have the link to it. I will throw it into chat for everyone. It's actually a super fun game. Pathmark Taken, done in summer of 2015. Yeah, that's the game jam that Marcelo is a part of. And if you guys want to play it out, it's free. Super fun. Little things. Oh, are we good? We have Unity back up, so if this crashes, and let's hope it doesn't, please don't.
Alright, let's try again. So, first I'll just...
Right.
I'm gonna try the normal block first, just to make sure that I didn't break anything.
Did you already know about the Twitch Plays app beforehand? Before we wanted to do a canvas, I suppose?
I did. I actually experimented with Twitch, just connecting to the chat before. And I was looking, so that's what I did. Like, I looked at a few assets that would help me do that. And I ended up getting the one that I sent the link before, just because it was the simplest one. And with that, it was enough for me to do what I wanted, which was just look at the chat. Mm-hmm. So I had already used this plugin specifically. We're not being paid to advertise this plugin at all.
Not sponsored.
Not at all. I mean, if they want to give us money, sure. Yeah.
So the block didn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ooh, coding things. Alright guys, we're gonna figure it out. Yeah. I think... Man.
Did I paint with the right one? Yeah.
You painted right? Yeah. Oh man. So I have the stream up on my laptop on a different angle. It looks like we're weirdly looking to the side. Sometimes I'll just see our expressions and I'm like, wow, we look really serious. Like, let's try this again.
I'm not sure why it's not working.
Yep. You guys are getting like so real live programming.
Exactly.
Here.
This is what I was gonna say. Like, if you don't know what it is like to program, this is what it is. It's like you type something that you think is gonna work, and then it doesn't, and then you're like, why? What?
Why doesn't it work?
Yeah. And then your life is like, I'm sure, like, there's something wrong. Like, the computer is lying to me. But then in the end, it's always your fault.
Shh, it's not your fault. It's just code is hard. I heard that, I don't know if this is true, or if it's just for like engineers or something, that people talk through like a rubber duck.
Yes, so it's a valid debug strategy actually. If you can look in Wikipedia, rubber duck debugging. It's a debugging method. Mm-hmm. It's a debug method in which you go line by line and you tell what you're trying to do in that line to a rubber duck that is right in front of you. And just by saying what you were trying to do and looking at every line, you will find the error. Like it's yeah, and it's much better than actually interrupting or bothering another colleague.
Rubber duck will always be there for you. You can see the messages being received in the console. Yeah,
I saw that. So now I'm gonna just try to debug. So print whatever are the start and end points that I chose. So we'll see what happens. You guys can see the code. Oh yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should have like a rubber duck or like a rubber fox. I feel like there's a market for rubber animals that are not just ducks. Or I don't know. I had a professor who collected rubber ducks, and I never actually noticed how many rubber ducks there are in the world.
What?
He has an office full of rubber ducks. Okay, like it's insane.
That's so strange.
Yeah, and he's not a programmer. I realized it would probably make more sense if he was a programmer or something. He's actually a food scientist, so make of that what you will. And hello to all the people viewing. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Remember, if you need to throw in any questions for Marcelo, feel free to, as he is currently making a block function. It looks like you're setting the end the same as start.
Huh.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll take a look at that, Mafia Dude. We'll just try it again for now.
Don't you want to switch them if the end is smaller than the start?
Yes, so that it's already okay. So it looks like it's inverting. It looks like it's inverting even when it's not supposed to.
Yeah, and then the canvas will come back in about 10 minutes when our
Oh,
stream ends.
yeah, like I did the inverting, inverted basically. Found it.
Nice job. Nice catch, everyone. Alright. Let's hope it works. I will type. But you do it. It happened!
Okay, so this is the normal command. We're gonna try invert it now. Let's try with, let's say 15. Oh. 15. 2020.
Alright. Yes.
Yes, it worked. Woo! Good job, everyone.
We did it together. Team effort in coding.
Yeah.
Love it. Alright. Yeah, so we're probably going to wrap up pretty soon and then throw the canvas back up. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to throw them in chat. Once again, this is Marcelo, our amazing, amazing programmer. He's at Scientist Sloth on Twitter.
Oh, it's froze again.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay. You look so happy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. It froze. I'm sorry. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard what I said, but basically, our amazing programmer Marcelo, follow him on Twitter at Scientist Sloth. Throw that, yeah, that should make sense. I think I spelled that right. I think chalking and typing is also very difficult. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we're KitFox Games. We're releasing a game soon called The Shrouded Isle. It's coming in a few months. If you want to wishlist that on Steam, that would be awesome. And you can follow our updates and when we have a new Twitch palette, if we ever have new things, that'll be on twitter.com/KitFoxGames, Facebook KitFox Games, Instagram Real KitFox Games, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll throw the canvas back up soon. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
It's really nice hanging out with us. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.